Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second game here today in the ADDA Premier League, the 1 o'clock game between the Kings and the Tornadoes. I'm Aman Patel. I'll be your commentator today. We had a little bit of technical difficulties in the first one. We were setting up the Wi-Fi and all that jazz. So we missed the first over. In that first over, 8 runs were scored in it. 2 singles and a six. A six was hit by Kunal Sehgal. The two opening batsmen are Suhail and Kunal. Kunal hit the six over a long on. He hit Aryan Shah, who did open the bowling. And the bowler currently is Piyush, the left armer. So always good to have a left armer with the new ball. Even if the new ball's not doing much, you can just zip it through, get one to come back into the right-hander just a little bit and create an outside edge opportunity. So in for the second ball now of the over. And again, he goes short, and Suhail takes that one and puts this one behind square leg as he should. And it seems like the plan is to hit the deck here from Piyush, but it doesn't seem to be the play. I think you can hit the deck, but that one was too short and just too easy for Suhail. It was right there, exactly where you wanted it. Just a little bit too much down the leg side. Suhail expecting the shorter one, was ready for it. It didn't quite come off the middle of the bat, but easy pickings for him. And in comes Piyush for the next delivery. This time moves it outside the off stump and tried to be cut there by Suhail. And it just goes back to the keeper for another dot ball. So the Tornadoes are hot off a win, especially namely Aditya Gupta. He is hot off a win. He is standing at mid-on. He scored in his last game. He scored 82 runs, along with 5 wickets he took in just 2.5 overs, only giving up 5 runs. And he really gave the Tornadoes the win there. Without him, the Tornadoes likely lose that game. So they are hot off a win as this ball is delivered. Oh, finds the inside edge. The Kings, they are hot off of a loss. They just kind of cooled down after the last week where they topped the table. They won all their games. This week, they started off with the loss down in Century Fields. They ended up losing. So the Kings are looking to bounce back here, and the Tornadoes are looking to continue their hot streak again. ADDA, the big man of the last match. This one, a fuller outside the off stump, finds the bottom edge, and ends up being a single for the Kings. So the Kings getting off to a good start. They got a well-rounded lineup again. Kunal and Suhail are opening the batting. And for the Kings, ideally these two see out the power play and make use of the power play. And then they could let their batsmen who come in later come in and play really, really well. And let them play with the minimal swing and some of the bowlers maybe finishing out their overs. Piyush coming back in. This is the fifth ball now. And, this time on his legs, and just to the right of the fielder at backward square leg. He was inside the circle. Would have been an incredible one-handed dive out to his right to go out there and catch that one. It's good. Signaled for by the umpires. Well worked there from Kunal. Almost a chance taken by the Tornadoes. So not a terrific ball, but the fielder was in play for that shot. It was not too short, so that's the good news. You'd like to see it just a little bit further away from that leg stump, maybe towards middle and off, because then if he tries to play it, then you have your long on fielder who you just brought as your mid on fielder in play, that square leg fielder in play, and you also have maybe a leading edge or an outside edge into that third man that you do have. So it looks like they're going to have a change of bowling. You see the squads, the Kings, Kunal Sehgal, Suhail Warwick. They are the two openers right there. You see Vishwas Sodhi, Abhiram Bolsari, the captain, Rohan Fadke, Gautam Ravindran, Zishan Khan, Abhijit Karwa, Badr Raj, and Jayaprakash Moses, and Rohan Gosala for the Tornadoes. Aryan Shah, Piyush, Vikram Ravi Kumar, who is the captain, Aditya Gupta, Akash Joshi, Hardeep, Harun Warwick, Jalandhar, Reddy Musku, Sai Krishna, Stephen Edward, and Zain Hasib. So 2 strong teams coming in. The Kings won the toss, and they elected to bat first. It is a pretty dry pitch today, pretty dry ground today. The new bowler is Sai Krishna, and they've adjusted the field here. The long on has come into a mid on, and they do have a deep mid wicket. And Sai Krishna comes in. This one into Suhail, and it's just played through mid wicket for a quick single. And it looks like the plan for the bowlers is to hit the deck hard, at least for the medium pacers, is to hit the deck off that good length. And again, the plan is to hit the deck, it seems like, and just try to force them to play off that back foot. I think as a batsman, you got to be expecting that. Or maybe that's the ploy from Sai Krishna. Just hit the deck early and then say, okay, I'm going to bowl one fuller in length and it's going to get you. The long off fielder has been brought inside the circle into a mid off, and now the mid on fielder being brought to long off, or long on, excuse me. As this one is fuller in length. It is down the leg side. It was in the air up for a little bit, but not. It falls completely safe, and Kunal ends up getting a quick single off of it. Kunal, a very key batsman for the Kings, and you know the Tornadoes would love to get him out early. And it seems like the field is changing just for Kunal versus Suhail. Again, that long on fielder has been brought into mid on. So that's the kind of field they want. They know, oh, this one outside the off stump, slash that, not signaled wide by the umpire. I think they are expecting Kunal to try to play to that long on boundary, played lofted shots there. He did hit a 6 off of Aryan Shah there in the first over. So that seems to be what's going to be the ploy, and just try to see if they can create him to create a mistake and get a chance. Again, ADDA was the big key for the Tornadoes in their win against the Chargers. As Sai Krishna comes in and runs, and this one right over the top of the middle stump on the back foot again, hitting the deck hard. And for those of you who might have to leave in a little bit, can't continue watch the YouTube live stream, you can always catch it on Radio Mirchi Raleigh on 99.9 FM HD4, 101.9 FM, and 1490 AM. You can go check that out again. Radio Mirchi, the Triangles only. They see news, talk, and music station. The commentary will be on there as well as on this YouTube page. So in comes Sai Krishna for this next delivery. This one short again, but finds the top edge and it lands safely. Will it run away for 4? Looks like it does. And yeah, a quick outfield today, and the Kings would have loved to take advantage of that. Against a quicker outfield here today, not much dew early on. The sun has been baking it for quite some time. It's a beautiful day, not really reminiscing of a fall day. Except for the colors in the trees, I don't think you could tell me if you were out here that today is a fall day. You didn't know the date. It feels like a summer day out here. It's a very beautiful day. The wind adds some nice coolness in the air, but there are some bugs on offer, so that's what makes it feel like there's spring, summertime. So Sai Krishna he's bowled well, just gave up that 4, but he's sticking to the plan. That one I think went a little bit shorter than he would like to, and a little bit further down the leg stump. He seems to be getting some movement away from the right-handed batsman. So if you continue that, and there we go, that one right on middle stump and worked through mid-wicket for a quick single. And the Kings are playing this very smart. They're just running it. They're going to continue to run it. Again, this ground, it's been mowed. It's been baked upon for an inning, for 2 innings, for 1 match, and there's been no dew. It's again a short field, so it's very nice to bat on. There's no skid in it. There might be a little bit of extra bounce on offer for some of the bowlers, so maybe that's why the deck is being used when the bowlers are coming in, running in and bowling. But Yush is coming back into bowl, so it's a good over there from Sai Krishna. It's 24 without loss are the Kings after 3, going at 8 and over, so really good strike rate. Again, dot balls change the match here in a T20, especially when you're setting a total. So the fewer you can have, the better your chances are of winning. I'm no statistician, but I'm sure there is some correlation between that. And correlation is not always causation, but I'm sure there's some correlation between dot balls and winning. And for this field, you see a cow corner in for the batsman. There's also a deep backward square leg. So it seems like the plan is going to stay the same. He's going to bowl, actually they're changing the plan, excuse me. They're going to bowl a little bit fuller and maybe just the 1 short. I know that cow corner has moved around, so it's going to be all back of length and good length deliveries. on that good length line and just outside the off stump. So the dang didn't play straight through. I don't think that's exactly the ball you wanted for that delivery. And there you go. Now they're changing that field, but they're bringing that cow corner more around. So I'm not sure if they, again, if you're going to go full into that field, you want it on middle and off stump. And there I'm going to sweep it or try to chip it over you. And I think that's what he's going to do right here. Or he's going to go good length delivery. And that one outside the off stump. And I'm not sure, it results in a dot ball, but I'm not sure that's the ball you wanted if you were Payush, right? That one, if it's connected, is going over extra cover. So another dot ball from Payush, and I think Vicky's just having a word with him, the captain. He's just saying, look, pull it back a little bit and bring it more towards him. Don't let him play into those edges. And that's exactly what he does. And that's where you wanted it. It does result in a single, opposed to the dot balls that you had earlier. 2 dot balls in the over so far. But again, that's a much better ball, a much better delivery. And this delivery is going to be right on the toes of Kunal Sehgal. And he was looking and interested in that single, but Suhail sent him back, wisely sent him back. It's going to be a dot ball. And that's a much better ball from Payush there, because with the field that you have, you have that mid-wicket in that cow corner there, more conventional now. You can bowl that straighter line towards it. And this delivery is on his toes again. Flick to that mid-wicket fielder. Well fielded. And throw comes in from Aryan Shah. Just a single. And exactly the ploy, right? That's exactly where you wanted it. And that's where he kept it, did Payush. Seems like the words from Vicky came in handy. Again, Vicky has moved more to a mid-wicket position. And it seems like for Suhail, they're keeping that square leg fielder there. And Vicky, you can see, opens up that mid-wicket region. There is a bigger gap, and he's opening up cow corner as well. Says chip it over me at mid-on. So we'll see how much that comes into ploy here as Payush comes into bowl. And this one is sent over him. Vicky trying to get back to make that ground. Almost ran back. Oh, he's kicked it. It's gone away for 4. An unfortunate mishap. Almost made a splendid one-handed catch running backwards. It fell short of him.